We're here at MajorStage Studio, here with Shimmy Choo.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Appreciate you coming through. You know, it's family.
Always.
But yeah, just want to take this opportunity, obviously, to learn a little bit more about you. You know, let the people know, maybe who aren't familiar with you, and you know, just kind of talk. For sure. So let's kind of start from the beginning. Obviously, Dyckman, all those different things. So like, what made you want to like get into music, pursue music? You know.
Well, I've been doing this since young. Like people really don't know that because I move so private about how I move. But since I was in middle school, all I can remember is music. And if you ask people that know me from back then, and you ask them, they will tell you that. Damn, ever since I met Shimmy, he been in love with music, so that's something that always been me since young, so nobody gonna take that.
You posted a video on social media, right?
Yeah.
Of you as a little kid?
As a little
kid.
Kind of
singing and stuff like that, so like, mom's here and everything, so like, it was that early? Like,
yeah,
like
I mean,
people recognized it that
yeah,
early?
I've been, like, one thing I could say, like, I'm blessed enough to have, like, my parents always recorded those moments since I was young, so I have, you see just that video on my Instagram, but I got like 50 more videos that I still haven't posted or nothing because it's more personal, more private, because stuff like that I just keep it for me and the family. But since young, I've been in love with it. I mean, you see it in the video, I'm looking at the TV, they performing, it's like in an arena, and I'm just like looking at everything they do, so it's just little.
Got you. So everything comes, it seems like pretty natural.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. When did you, I feel like, realize that this was going to be taken at more of a serious level?
It happened when I came back from I was down south for a while. I was dealing with a couple of friends of mine, shout out to Riz, shout out to the whole self-made team. I was like 18, 17 years old when I started meeting up with them, going to the studio with them, and they was doing music seriously. I was looking at them like, all right, you know, this is what they do, I'm gonna follow through. I'm actually in these big studios with them. And from there, I see how people was reacting to me when I was doing music. It wasn't like yo, you're pretty good, you're talented, just keep going at it. And from then to now, and you can see the whole impact and the whole improvement I have from then to now.
Nice. Is like being down south, did that like kind of influence your sound in a sense? Because like I feel like you're definitely New York, but there are like definitely glimpses of other influences. People
say that. I mean, I've been in rooms that you'll play my record, nobody will know that's my record, and you ask them, and they'll be like, oh snap, we didn't think it would be you. It sounds like a down south guy. It's not mostly like down south. I like melodies. I like singing and rapping, and that's what, you know, it's popular down south, but in reality, like, that was really popular with Drake.
Gotcha. And
Drake is one of my favorite artists, and so also Tory Lanez and them too, like they do that a lot, they known for that, and I like the music, so that's why I'm gonna go with, you feel me?
And I think Drake and Tory Lanez is a good example that, like, you're obviously super melodic, but there's a lot of content there. You know what I mean? You're saying a lot, and I feel like that's like the big difference, especially I think maybe that's the New York coming out of you. Like,
exactly.
Where you're like, I gotta, you know, have some.
Yeah, I mean, that happened in Toronto. I'm actually in the studio in Toronto making some records, and that question is always getting brought up. Your sounding is not like New York. It's different. It sounds southern, but it still sounds so New York because you hear the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's talking, and he's talking stuff that happened from the jungle. So you know.
Cool. So that's actually, I feel like, a good kind of starting point. So like, I'm not, you know, originally from New York, so for people that aren't familiar with like Dyckman, kind of explain like that environment, growing up there, and that influence like on you.
Dyckman is like it's crazy. I was on my way over here and I was telling like my mom, like, yo, like, I go to other places in New York and I'd be like, damn, how people live around here? Like, it's either too boring, it's too dead, or it's like nothing to do. And I'm like, damn, like, being in Dyckman, like, I have everything. And it's literally like, you literally wake up and you're surrounded with the same people you was literally in diapers with running around. You feel me? To like, we all older now, we still like together. So it's like, Dyckman is so unified when it comes to that. I mean, it's all the way uptown Manhattan. It's like the food, the clubs. It's just like where everything is at, literally. Now you hear, shout out to the whole Meek Mill, shout out to Meek Mill, shout out to the whole Dream Chasers, Frenchie, everybody that always come to the hood and show love and always put on for Dyckman. They're not from Dyckman, but they put on for it, like, so it's like shout out to them too, man.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a new level of like kind of respect for Dyckman because there's like more artists recognizing the area? Like
Dyckman was always Dyckman.
Yeah.
Before all the clubs, you couldn't go to Dyckman. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You couldn't walk. If you don't have nothing to do in Dyckman, don't go over there. So, but now it's different because now all the clubs is there. So now Dyckman became literally a tourist attraction because I know people who come from Canada, come from other places of the world, from Europe, they come to Dyckman. They go party in Dyckman. Yo, where's that tonight? Dyckman, exactly, Dyckman. Go to Dyckman. You want to go party, go to Dyckman.
Dope. Cool. So let's kind of talk like the show aspect, like the fans, like stuff like that. Obviously, we've done a ton of shows together and stuff like that. So how like important is it to you to like do these shows and engage your fans directly and like, you know, give them that live performance?
Because I personally think it's so important because my first headliner made a lot of people believer. Not saying as much that, oh, because the show was a decent crowd. It was most of like, people never see me perform. They see what I'm doing, they hear the music, all right, everything is good, but sometimes is your performance good? Like, so they see the way I handle the crowd, the way I handle my performance, and it was like, yo, that made us a fan. And people came up to me like, yo, that made, like, yo, what's your YouTube, what's your Instagram? Like, who are you? Like, I'm gonna look for you now. Like, I love your performance. Like, so that, and me doing performance, like, I'm building myself. Like, shout out to MajorStage. You guys are giving me a platform for me to practice make perfect.
Absolutely. But
you guys are giving me a platform not in front of 1-2 people. You're giving me a platform in front of a couple of hundreds of people that come to these shows and show love. So it's like, I'm gonna keep building, keep working until we get to those 20, 30,000 crowds, you know?
Exactly. Cool. And I think that's interesting because the progression between like the Sunnyvale show and obviously SOBs,
to SOB,
it's like seeing that fan base like really skyrocket is like super encouraging. From like your perspective, like what's your favorite part about like performing in general?
You know what's crazy? I always think about that. Like, I'm always on YouTube watching videos of other artists performing.
Right?
So I'll go to YouTube and I'll put any artist, like from the Gunners to the A Boogies to whoever's up and coming. I'll go look. Any artist that I like, I listen to the music, and all right, let me go see how they perform. Because I know how I perform, but it's always good to look at these artists who are really like already developed and. Because they got a good, strong team around them, so more or less, you see, like, all right, what not to do on my next show, what to do, where to talk, how not to talk. So you know, like for my SOB's show, it was more. That's probably the best show I ever had, because it was more control. Like I knew what I was gonna say. I practiced it more. Like I approached it with the mindset, like, I'm an artist now. This is not nothing. I'm just gonna perform for these people and that's it. Like, no, I'm gonna give them a show. I'm gonna bring the city out. We're gonna make sure we do this right, you know?
Exactly. That's cool. I think that's a good point too. There are a lot of artists, and I feel like especially like New York is known for like very selfish. Like no one wants to put other people on. It's all about me. I feel like while you are like super about your business, you're also like super about putting other people on, especially that respect your time and all those different things. So. What was like the idea behind, you know, us collaborating on that lineup and you putting those artists, you know, from your city and stuff? Like, how important is that to you?
I always felt, for example, I don't like you said, like I understand the business, so it's like chess not checkers. So I know if I bring artists that I refer and I bring, we're gonna make it big. And there was also a lot of PRs in there, like and I remember a PR put me to the side and told me, she was like, yo, smart move with the artists, bringing them on stage. And it's like, I'm just trying to show the city that I got my own thing going on. I don't need none of these artists' help. It sounds messed up, but it's true. I got my own lane. I did everything on my own. But it was like, I know what it is to do it on your own. And after me doing that, it's like, I respect every artist I brought on that stage. I respect them. So if any of those artists felt some type of way about me, now they can't. Because like, damn, Shimmy show love. And I say it to everybody, I'm not in no competition with anybody but myself. I'm here to get this bag and change my life and my family's life and just keep making better music. I want to collaborate with every other artist. Yeah, let's work. But I'm here to win and all about positive vibes with me, bro.
Exactly. Cool. Dope. What you mentioned collaboration. So like Do you like to collab with a lot of people? Do you collab with, say, artists you're not too familiar with, or is it always like super organic and you kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it always for me, everything have to flow and make sense.
Gotcha.
For example, we could be right after this interview, a dope artist would pass by and, oh, where I'll check him out. Yo, he's hard.
Yeah.
Yo, here, take my number down. Let's work. Or even with the show, I worked with a couple of artists from the show because I like what they do, but there was always that barrier of people reaching out to each other. That's what messes up, like mess everything up. But I felt like I'm gonna be the bigger man and just told these artists I like everything they doing. I wanna work with these artists and like there's no competition, no beef, no static with me, no ego, no nothing. I'm here to work, bro. Let's work, bro. We're artists, what we do, you know?
Got you. I know we've recently kind of discussed like traveling. I know you've been to Canada, and, like a couple different places. So like, how important is it to you to kind of get out of New York City and like experience the other cultures, other environments, and stuff like that?
It's like you're a product of your environment. It always like I literally Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, from moment I close my eyes to the moment I wake up, I think about music. I even dream about it. Like, I might sound crazy, but I even dream about it. And it's like, when you go to these other countries, there's other sounds. It's like something, I was on the phone last night with one of my homies and I told him this. I was like, yo, bro, everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different way of making music. So me and you will go in a room, they'll put an image in front of us, a painting. They'll separate us. We'll come back, you'll have a different story, I'll have a different story. So when it comes to music, as an artist, you have a different way of working with your engineer, your sound. So now, I'm from New York, we're used to working one way. So now when I go to your country, I'm in your studio, now you I'm there looking at, analyzing everything. Oh, he did that, that's how they do it, okay. So now, you learn something from me, I learn something from you. Like one hand washes the other, you know?
Exactly. That's very cool. What's do you think like the most unique experience you had outside of New York? Like location?
Brazil.
Brazil? Okay.
Brazil. I went to Brazil for a week. It was a packed out show. Like it wasn't even a show. Honestly, it was like a festival with a crazy stage, like with lights and smoke and like a real deal professional, like crazy stuff. Like it was amazing. The people, the food, the parties, like the artists, like yo, it was just wow.
Oh, and like how do people feel about your music? Do you feel
right now from what it looks like where I was at in Brazil, Belo Horizonte. Shout out to the whole Suburban family over there. So Suburbio, I don't know how to pronounce it, Suburbio. And if I pronounced it wrong, I apologize. Is the whole trap scene is they grabbing it out there. Cause now Instagram, the whole social media, everybody has Instagram over there. Everybody wanna have follow, like they move over there just how we move over here. Follow me on Instagram. Oh, go like my picture. Go comment on my picture. So it's just a whole different experience. Like even when you step out there and you like see how humble these people are, and it makes you think about like, wow, like I should be a little more humble.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I mean, I loved Brazil, bro. It was amazing.
Let's talk more specifically about the music, because I feel like this song Rain actually kind of got me thinking a little bit. Obviously, like I feel like you have a demeanor to you, or like I mentioned before, you come off very strong, but I feel like there's a super emotional side to you, a raw side.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
People, I don't know what it is. People look at my Instagram, anything. I'm like, he's pretty boy, cocky, 100 girlfriends, and nah, like I'm a regular person. You know, I got everybody have their own problem. Everybody go through breaks up, relationships, and issues. And I learned how to just stay away from the streets and just literally put all my emotions into the music. Because I thought about it like this, like, all right, if my shorty get me mad, I go to the street, get in trouble, get arrested, or get killed. Or I could just go to the studio, write a song, make a hit, shoot a video, and probably get $1 million off of it. Probably get rich off of it. You never know.
Yeah.
But I'll go the second route. I go the music route always, you know?
If this is a kind of a corny question, but I feel like it kind of ties in. What advice would you give your younger self if you could go back?
Honestly,
not your younger self, say the younger generation coming up.
Well, I like the younger self because I always been moving the same way I move now. So I always had the same hunger you see now is the same hunger I had when I first started. So, but what I will tell the people who are up and coming who tell me, yo, advice, just don't stop, bro. Like, I haven't stopped and I'm still going. Like, people done told me, yo, stop making music, go rap in Spanish because you're Dominican and that's how you're gonna get on, or like tell me things like that, and I'd be like, yo, like, it's crazy. If I would have listened to those people, I would not be here because I had the vision in my head the whole time. Because I would say, I don't want to, you gotta basically, you do what you love, you feel me? Like, you're not gonna go to work for 40 years, work for a company you hate, you feel me? So
there are a lot of people that do that.
But I bet you if they had a chance to go back and stick to what they wanted to do, they'll do it, you know?
Yeah. How important to yourself? I feel like this industry specifically has, you know, the smoke and mirrors aspect, and everybody's trying to be like, I like to use the word carbon copies a lot.
Yeah.
Like, how important do you think it is, especially with like social media existing, to just be yourself?
Yeah, I mean, everybody is different. Like, because I done have people that come up to me and be like, yo, you should start trolling, start getting tatted, and like, and these people are serious about this. Like, that's the funny part. Everybody know that I don't move like that. Like, I let my music speak for itself. Yeah, I go on Instagram here and there, make a little funny video. Because people now, according to everybody, I'm funny. I don't know where this came from. But just be yourself, man. Do what you do what you love. If you like to rap, if you like to sing, don't let nobody tell you, oh, start rapping because this is what's popping now, bro. People used to tell me, don't rap and sing. Everybody's rapping. And I used to be like, nah. And look how it got so popular. If you go look at my music from when I first started, I was doing the same thing, rapping and singing, you know?
Gotcha. I think that's actually a really good point, is progression. I think it's super important, and like, I feel like a lot of artists, it's hard to kind of step out of your own shoes and recognize, am I evolving? Am I growing? 'Cause I think that's super important. I mean, so let's backtrack a little bit. Like, it's the social media aspect. Like I said, I think one of the things that just always really impressed with you is just keep it 100. You're very, like, you know, just real. How do you feel about like social media and like real life and merging those together? You know, is that like a hard thing sometimes to like maintain?
Well, I'm so I keep my private life literally private. Like, isn't locked in a safe. Like, you go to my Instagram and literally like, you know me as an artist. That's why a lot of people can't really talk bad about me because they don't know me, because I don't be on the gram doing things. The internet is like literally is a gift and it's like a curse. Like, you could do one move earlier, you could do one move and it could mess up your whole image. It's like, I keep strictly business, artists, family, personal, relationships, friends, any issue. I would never vent on Instagram, say little stuff here and there. It's like, that's it.
Cool. Dope. So let's kind of talk about like the future. I feel like, obviously, we're about to be entering 2019. So like, I know you're one of the hardest working artists I see. You're always in the studio, like you said, about your business. So like, what's up next for Shimmy Choo?
Well, my project, Dreams Come True.
Okay. Yeah. Do we have a date? Do we have like any,
right now, there's no date. There's no date on it, but you already hear the name of the project.
Nice.
Dreams Come True is gonna be a new Shimmy for the top of the year.
Okay.
A lot of situations going on behind the scene that should start manifesting real soon.
Dope.
So by 2019, it's gonna be a whole nother person. Like, that's, you gonna look at me, that's not Shimmy. Like, so Dreams Come True coming soon.
Okay. Dope. I know we do have a record here that, you know,
but I did
like preview here.
Yeah.
Is that cool if we let
of course.
Are we gonna show a quick new song, Shimmy Choo, here?
Shout out to Dre Prada from Toronto. Shout out to the whole New Generation family. 3 Comma, shout out to Dyckman.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool. This record's so hard, bro.
You do this in Canada?
Yeah, we recorded this in Canada. This record's different. Some niggas ain't fucking around, I'm playing for keeps. Some niggas wanna winter around, I got these. That's all when I take off. That's Dre Prada right there.
Cool voice.
Yeah, he's 17 years old too, bro.
17, wow.
Met her with Cheeto the perk and the lean. She been drinking and drinking, no wallet, just holding her. Gotta pull up with something inside it when I make it. I'm causing a scene. TV, scream. Don't you respect the product kid? Let's see where I live. See what my brothers don't know about. I know some niggas that never pretend. I know these niggas, they want to rockin' these product, this shit look like Vans, yeah. I'm a young OG. Told them niggas I ain't fucking around, I'm playing for keeps. I'm actually going to Toronto to shoot this video and all that. January. Niggas sweet. I had to learn the hard way that life ain't sweet. I know my brother said, tip for my mother, I can't even eat. You can mute her right there. That record's gonna be so sick, bro. Like, we actually got footage of recording that record. He's dope, bro. He's dope.
So 17, that's super interesting.
Yeah.
So how was working with somebody like that young? Like, how did that come about?
So I was actually in Toronto, and New Generation was like, yo, we have an artist, Dre Prada. I'm actually cool with his manager. Excuse me. So I met his manager at a show. I had a show Saturday, and I met his manager at the show. We chopped it up. My name was already going around the city, like through the artists I've already worked with, and managers and promoters and DJs that I know in Toronto. So he was like, oh, you're Shimmy, the artist from New York. Yeah, woo. He's like, all right, we're gonna bring Dre Prada for you. But Dre Prada, he's dope. Yeah, it's dope, And I like how they move with him. They keep him exclusive, like not just anybody can get a record with him. And it made sense to me, like. And then I hear the music, and so we're in the studio with the producer who produced the record, Lokes. Shout out to Lokes. And we played some couple beats, and we heard that beat. We was like, yo, this is different, bro. And me and him just got in. We lasted a couple of hours working on the record, but it was like vibes, like literally vibes.
That's what's always interesting. I feel like some people are a little bit like particular on who they collab with versus just, you know, let the vibe run the studio session. Yeah, but that's really dope. Definitely need to like check him out and stuff like that.
Of course.
But yeah, yo, I think this is dope.
Yeah, man, I'm excited,
really,
bro.
Anything else like you want to like add? You want to tell anybody, you know, anything else here?
Shimmy Choo, go holla at me. Drinks from Choo coming soon. Shout out to MajorStage. I represent MajorStage, so you already know my family.
Appreciate you, bro.
Love, bro.
Absolutely.